If you're looking for a way to step out of your comfort zone this summer, look no further than Camp Fortune, located in Chelsea, Quebec. With soft adventures like ziplining, a mountain coaster, or a stunning aerial park, there's something for everyone. I recently experienced these activities with a group of friends, and we had an absolute riot. So today I'm excited to welcome Erin Boucher, the marketing director at Camp Fortune, to talk about all the exciting things you can do there this summer so you can add it to your adventure bucket list today. Welcome to the show, Erin.
Thank you, Candace.
Can you start by telling us a bit about Camp Fortune and what makes it such a great destination for summer activities?
So traditionally we're a ski resort and that's how people know us. But over the past few years, we've been branching out and we have a lot of really fun things to do. So mountain biking, downhill mountain biking, cross country mountain biking, aerial park, this really cool mountain pipe coaster, which is super unique to the region. And then if you want some high flying fun, we have high speed zip lines, which you and your friends did this weekend. And the views and the experience on that is incredible.
Actually, I want to talk about the zip lining a little bit because, first off, it was you didn't have to worry about the braking, which I think
Exactly.
is really, really great because I think a lot of people stress about that. So, can you tell me a little bit about the zip lines and how it works?
Yeah, so that was always the premier activity that we wanted to get to. So that was in our long term plan, and we finally got it open last year in July 2023. So those are they're dual zip lines over three, and it's a three zip line course followed by a free fall jump at the end, which in itself is quite the thrill. So high speed zip lines, speeds of up to 80 kilometers an hour. You're zip lining next to a friend. You don't have to worry about the braking or anything. We clip you in, we double check your safety, then we let go, you fly, we get you at the end of the automatic braking system, and then you do it again through a series of three lines, and the views are incredible.
Absolutely. And I just want to, because I really do want to encourage people to get out and try this because I know people have nerves about this, right? And so I really want to drive home the point. I was so impressed by the safety precautions that were taken. We had two people setting us up every time. They switched halfway through. So we did sort of that routine again. There was a double check on everything before we did every single run. And then there were people at the end who were ready there again to help you unhook, even though it's braked on its own. There were people there to help you. So at no point was I ever nervous. Like none of our group felt nervous. We weren't scared. We just felt completely safe in this environment, which allowed us to really enjoy that view you're talking about. And wow, it is spectacular, especially that first one over 2,500 feet.
The first one, I believe, is 1,500 feet, then 1,000 feet, then 500 feet.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. So summertime is a really great time for families as well, though. I mean, I was with my friends, but it's a great time for families. So what activities can they enjoy at Camp Fortune? Are there age or height restrictions for these activities?
Yeah, so each activity has its own set of restrictions and safety guidelines. The family friendly activity is really the aerial park because you can choose between three courses. So we have the children's course and we have the adults course or teens and adults. And that is all based on a reach requirement. So check the website and check that out. The age is generally 6 to 10 for the kids course, but again, that's reach. And then for the mountain coaster, that is our most accessible family friendly activity. And you need zero fitness for that. Anyone can ride a mountain coaster and have fun. The zip lines is a little bit different. That's based on weight. And right now we're 90 pounds to 250 pounds. And that is all sort of engineered in terms of weather and winds and stuff like that. So unfortunately, that limits the young kids, but various options for families.
And the mountain coaster is how old?
The mountain coaster, we were supposed to open in 2020, but hey, there was this worldwide pandemic that sort of slowed things down
Crazy.
a bit. So we finally got it open for 2021. It came from Austria, and that was the limitations in terms of getting the cruise over. And it is one heck of a ride. It's really interesting. And I do want to point out too that we're in the Gatineau Park, so everything we do needs to be approved by the Gatineau Park. The selling feature on the zip lines and the coaster and everything we do is that aside from the chairlift, these are non-motorized activities. So gravity fed adventure fun. And that's what makes that coaster really unique in terms of its non-invasive installation. So we sort of worked with the geography, worked with the ski runs, worked with the way the forest went and had it engineered. And it's a fun little ride.
I mean, I was going down it myself and just whipping down on this hill. I was impressed at how much speed we got. Do you know how fast it goes?
Maximum of 42 kilometers an hour. And that feels so much faster because you're only about 12 inches off the ground. So you're really feeling every twist and turn. And yeah, no, that's 40 kilometers. It's not that fast, but it feels really fast in that little cart.
It absolutely does. At the aerial park, which we didn't get to do, but I've done aerial parks in the past. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that people can expect if they do the aerial park?
Yeah, so that's essentially an obstacle course through the treetops. So we've actually had that open for 19 seasons. It has been really popular throughout the entire 19 years. It's a series of obstacles, also known as treetop games. So crawl through a lobster cage, do a tightrope, various bridges. There's even a climbing wall high up in the treetops. That one is quite the challenge. And then there's also a series of zip lines in the aerial park, but I will note that those are shorter zip lines, lower speed, and then those are braking, so the guest has to brake. So the aerial park is all about challenging yourself, challenging your friends, challenging your family, and seeing if you can tackle the adventure together.
Camp Fortune is obviously known for skiing in the winter, but do you still are you tracking your visitors to see how similar it is now between the seasons? Are you getting that many visitors in the summer?
Well, we're still building the summer business, and I will say we have a long way to go. We are a very, very historic, therefore very popular ski resort. So it is a much slower season here in the summer, which makes for a great guest experience. The vibe is a little bit different. It's a lot more tranquil than it is in the winter. You don't have the lineups, and it's a really nice experience. But summer business is definitely something that we're building, and now that we have sort of what we call our triathlon of fun, I think we really have a product for everyone.
So, are there any special events or promotions that people should know about in the remaining weeks there are left of summer vacation?
We do have a group package on the coaster, and then we are offering still. We went into the season with discounted rates on the ziplining, and those are still active because we have lots of reservations available. So, and we are open daily through to Labor Day.
All right. So, for those who are planning a visit, are there best ways to book their activities or get more information about Camp Fortune?
Direct on our website, campfortune.com, we have the reservation system, and then we have all the information you could ever want to know.
All right. What do you hope visitors take away from their experience at Camp Fortune then?
Really, it's a great place. Ski resorts in the summer are really different than they are in the winter. It's a natural playground right outside of the city, and it's just a really great place to spend a day.
I have to agree with you on the natural playground aspect of things. I mean, you do get all of the elements of a park, going to a big park, but you're within nature and it is just as exhilarating. But also, you get the benefit of seeing, like, we were up on the zip line and we were watching deer go through the woods, which was so fun. And you're not going to see that, at another amusement park. So, thank you so much, Erin, for hosting me and my friends. We had an absolute riot. And I really do encourage people to go check it out. So, one more time, where can people find out more information and can they follow on social?
Campfortune.com for our corporate webpage, and then also social media. Lots of great reels on Instagram, which will give you a really good view of everything, and then Facebook. Less active on TikTok, but we're there as well.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today, Erin.
Thank you, Candace.